Guys, all the cars that you see in these videos are for sale on my website, www.woodsandbarclay.com. Enjoy the video. Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, I'm over at Scot's shop, and we have the 84 Orient Red wagon in here for detailing. So let's take a look. What's happening, Scott?
Trying to fix this.
Look at all that stuff that's coming off with the clay bar. So I see everything is nice and taped off. Oh wow, you've already started over here.
Yep.
Damn, you in a hurry today?
Show car season.
It's show car season. Of course, all the chrome trim, the rubber, everything's taped off. That way you don't get the buffing compound in there. I can see he's already started over here on this side and the hood. Already polished the grill. Oh yeah, the emblem. That looks good. So what's the process on this car?
Same as most of them.
Trizac?
No.
No?
Well, Trizac, the front end I did with regular. I did 2000 grit sandpaper. And then I went over that with Trizac. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and Trizac the rest of the car with the 3000 wet. And then do all the buffing and polishing and all the normal stuff.
All the normal stuff. And then of course the interior.
Yeah.
That'll be next. Now, guys, actually, the wood trim is still out at Madeira. So my window switches, and you can see the wood trim is actually removed, and my window switches are out. So we need to clean these seats up. And we will check back. We'll check back with Scott in a few days, and we'll show you the final product. And I think the wood trim may be back from Madeira in about a week. So when that comes back, I'll go ahead and get that installed, and then we'll be ready for test drive and walk around. And you can see Scott has removed the emblems. So you can see the outline of the 300 TD, because you got to clean underneath the emblems if they're, you know, original and never been removed.
There's sand, dirt,
yeah,
pine needles.
All kinds of stuff gets behind those, so we definitely remove those. Okay guys, I just swung back by the shop. Scott is on fire. I don't think I've ever seen him work this quickly. But let's remember the where the logos were, how dirty it was. Have it all nice and clean back here now. And it looks like he's finished the roof. Scott, this looks great, man. Oh yeah. And it looks like you've done, have you done this side too?
I've done, the roof is complete, but I've sanded the front and that side there. I'm working my way around.
Okay. Yeah, that came out fantastic, man. Very smooth. You said you've done something over here?
I mean, I've sanded all the way around here.
Ah.
And the tailgate's done.
So the tailgate and the roof, and you're still sanding up here. Well, the roof and tailgate look phenomenal. Yeah, very nice. All right, guys, we'll check back in tomorrow. Scott's also polished the roof racks. Look how good those came out.
Still have to do the crossbars that go over.
That came out so good. And all these strips up here are still fully attached. On a lot of wagons, they'll start like lifting or start peeling up where the glue, because Mercedes glued these on, and you can see these are all fully attached back here, which is nice. Look at the shine on this chrome. Looks really good. Okay guys, so keep in mind this is original paint from 1984. And it's in remarkable condition, but inevitably on original paint cars, you're going to have little little chips or dings in the paint. So we had some custom paint mixed up. I had it matched to the fuel door, took the fuel door off into the paint shop, and we matched the code on the core support, and we double checked it against the fuel door. And let's see, let me show you. These are like little dabbers, little paint dabbers. So we can get a little bit right on here. Let's go see if we can find some spots. Scott, did you see some back here? Oh, there's one right there. See that right there? So you take your dabber and you just barely lightly put it right in there. There we go. And there's a little one right there. Just barely touch it. And that's way better. You can see, you wouldn't know that's there unless I told you. But that's way better than doing any repainting on an original paint car. There's a little one right there. You see that one? Just barely. That's it. You just barely touch it. I don't think that's paint. That's wax. Yeah, that's wax there. Did you see any more over here, Scott?
There's one right back here.
Oh yeah, that looks like a little scratch right there. That one I'm gonna have to put a little more on. But I mean, you wouldn't want to repaint this original paint tailgate just because of that. So I'm gonna dab right over that little line right there. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna barely dab it right on here. There we go. Just barely want to brush it. There we go. Put a little bit more right there. There we go. And there's no such thing as perfect original paint, guys. Unless it was kept, you know, in a plastic bag in a garage. This car's been driven. It's got 128,000 miles on it.
Like that car that you went to Canada to see.
There's a little one right. I think that is. Oh no, that's just a dirty spot. All right, I think that's it. Now here, another spot where you often see there we go, is on the driver's door. Here we can see right there, there's a little wear mark. And that's very common to see these on a driver's door. That's how every single one of them are, because this is the door that's being used the most. And there we go. You just want to barely touch it up. And there you go. So anyway, I'm going to go around the car when Scott's done and see if I find any more spots. And up here on the front of the cars, of course, where you see it the most. So I go in with a little dabber and kind of touch up here. But again, you never want to paint an original car because that's where the value is, in that original paint. So anyway, we'll come back when Scott is done on the hood and the sides over here. Okay, so Scott was just talking about the hood. He did this with 2000 grit dry, because this is a single stage, and you know, from the factory it was usually somewhere like 4 to 6 mils of paint. So you can use a 2000 and, you know, take off like a mil or a half mil, and your original single stage paint is still fine. There's plenty on there from the factory, but you can just get an amazing finish. You can see there's the pigment.
That's
from the original.
What is it? This is what you're seeing on top. That's 3000 grit.
That's 3000. So guys, that is not very intense paper.
Rice paper.
It's like rice paper. There we go. You can see there's some of the pigment right there. But don't try this at home. But if you know what you're doing, you can do these are how you do the, you know, the Pebble Beach or the Amelia Island Concourse cars.
I've been for 30 years. This is not something you just pick up off YouTube. So.
What was the first car you ever had to do this on?
Oh, jeez.
Do you remember that day?
Yeah, I remember it. It was a 6.3 and a 6.9.
It was Mercedes? Are you shitting me?
Out of a car collection. One of them belonged to Paul Newman's partner.
Wow, that's pretty ironic that it was a Mercedes.
From Newman Hawk Racing.
How did it turn out being your first one?
It's scary. It turned out good, you know, but you know, the guy just said, you know, I want you to sand these cars. He just pulled up and said, you know, here they are. And I'm like, okay.
Well, you figured it out.
And that was before machine sanding. So I had to wet sand that whole, you know, both those cars by hand. And that's scary.
Well, I think it's safe to say you have figured it out by now. Okay, excuse the fan noise there, but I have the original carpets out, and you can see this like black stuff that gets on here. What that is, here's the original mat that goes over it. And guys, we're going to clean these up and shampoo them, but on the back of these mats is this like foam material, and that stuff degrades on these old Mercedes, and it like comes off as like a black foamy stuff that gets in the carpet. So we'll get all of it out and shampoo it and clean it up, and it'll look new again. It didn't happen so much on the passenger side, but anyway, I have to get some shampoo and the orbital wheel, whatever you call it, on here and get these cleaned up real nice. I got to vacuum them first. We're also going to get down here. We got to vacuum out the under the mat. You can see just, you know, debris and stuff under there. Look how nice it is under here, though. I don't think those mats have ever been out of the car before. Let's check these back here. Yeah, we have all the original mats. Here's the original mats back here too. Yeah, look how good that carpet is. I doubt anybody ever sat back here. Let's see if we can get this one out. There we go. Yeah, look how nice that is under there. So we got a vacuum, clean under there, but yeah, there's the original mat there. All right, let me get it off the other side and then we'll start cleaning. It's always the dirtiest down around the accelerator pedal. There we go. That's looking really nice. Guys, for floors, we use Spray 9. This stuff works excellent. It's a heavy-duty cleaner degreaser, and you can clean up floorboards with Spray 9 and a damp rag. It does a great job. And it won't hurt your carpet or anything like that. Maybe I'll just knock out the driver's side. There we go. I have to shampoo some right there and get the rotary on there. Yeah, that looks pretty amazing. That's original, guys. Okay, guys, to most people, that would look like a really clean Palomino seat. However, if you zoom in here, there you go. You see all that dirt in here? You see all that dirt in here? That's just, you know, how they get. So let me show you how we clean that. What we're going to do is we're going to hit our rag here with some spray nine. And then we're just going to wipe that stuff right off. Keep in mind, this is a degreaser. Multi-purpose cleaner. There you go. You see how much cleaner it is right here? Still got a little bit to get right here. There we go. So that's like how it was before. That's how it is now. Just got to get it out from all the little creases. So let me go ahead and finish this up and we'll show you when we're done. How's it going up here, Scott?
Shiny.
Oh yeah.
Smooth and shiny.
There you go. Guys, there's the roof. See the reflection right here? Very nice. All right, I'm gonna get back to cleaning the interior and the carpets and we'll be back. All right, you can see here on the armrest where people were resting their arms. See the dirt there? Again, we just hit that with a little spray nine. Look at that. Where's that dry rag, Scott?
I think you put it right there.
All right. There's my drying rag. There we go. Check that out. Looks brand new. All right, I think we're about done for today. That's spent about 7 hours working on this car today, and we're gonna come back tomorrow and maybe able to finish up tomorrow. This stuff works great. Turtle wax upholstery cleaner. Wow, that's coming out really good.
A lot of people think that a lot of this over-the-counter stuff is junk, but if they want to use carpet cleaners and stuff, I mean, I have a steam cleaner. I mean, it's $1,200 for one of those things. But technically, they're not the best thing for the interior of the car. So, use topical cleaners because the steam cleaners inject fluid into the carpet. And if you've got a carpet with jute on the back of it, that stuff all gets soaking wet. And it takes forever for it to dry. And if you just chuck it back in the car after the top is dry,
you get mildew.
You get mildew and mold on the inside of the car.
Yeah, this stuff works great. It's just regular old Turtle Wax upholstery cleaner. I'll come back when he's done and show you guys. There we go, guys. That came out beautiful. That is the original carpet, 40 years old. And he's already cleaned the rear mat. So, I mean, this is going to be covered up anyway with the mats. There's the passenger side mat. They're all cleaning up very, very nice. And this is the driver's side. These are always the worst. Actually, this one's in pretty good shape. It's just got that black stuff on it from that backing pad. Yeah, that stuff right there. So we'll show you that when we're done with that. All right, you got to soak it with that carpet cleaner real good. Now that's a pretty soft bristle brush, you guys.
Otherwise you tear up the fabric.
Yeah, otherwise it'll tear up the fabric. All right, we'll come back in a minute. Okay guys, it's still wet, it's drying, but look how nice that original carpet came out. Even up here where all the wear usually is from the, you know, your foot from driving, that came out really, really nice. Okay, Scott, what are you doing over here?
There's a black line that goes in between the numbers and the base of the rear trim
There we go.
emblems.
That black line.
It fades out really bad. So
Yeah, they fade over time. So that is a black paint pen. And it's little stuff like this, guys, that makes a huge difference. You can see. Show them where you've drawn on and where you haven't. So there's the original right there. See, that's a little faded. And then after we go back over it with paint, it's nice and black again. Okay guys, I've got a couple of touches, final touches here. So that's the original Mercedes sticker on the original windshield. But for some reason the dealers often will scrape off, see that's the original Mercedes windshield, but the dealerships or service departments will take off the quality control sticker here. So I have this, here's the quality control sticker. Now it's backwards because it goes, you know, in the window. So I'm going to reapply that, and then here's the stop lever icon, because when I had it you know, zinc plated, of course the sticker comes off during the plating process. Let me show you that. Okay, there we go. You can see all the zinc plated parts, but you're supposed to have a stop icon right there. This is where you push to shut off the engine if there's something wrong with your vacuum system. So I'm going to reapply the stop icon. All right, there we go. Now we have our stop sticker reapplied. Doesn't that look nice? All right, let me put the quality control sticker back on here. Okay, there we go. Scott's wiping off my fingerprints, but now we have the original VPC quality control sticker. Very nice. All right, Scott's done with the logos. Let's come over here.
I'll touch them up.
Are the emblems.
I'll touch the emblems up after.
There we go. Got to be careful putting those on, guys. There's like, I think there's like 4 pegs.
Well, the paint's still tacky, so I'm just going to leave them right where they are.
Okay.
For right now.
Stick that one on there. Here, I'll hold it down here.
It lambs wool all over the place with my pads.
Here, show them how that connects. So there's little pegs in the back, and then in the car, see the little pegs? There's these little nylon bushings. Now, it's always best to leave the originals in there, but if they come out, you can order those little nylon bushings from Mercedes. But the way Mercedes is making them now is it's slightly different, and they're a real pain in the butt to get in there. The original ones fit just a little bit better.
The problem is most people don't know how to get these off.
And they bend them.
And they just bend them.
But see, and the paint's still drying, so whoops. So we're not going to push it in yet, but see how nice the black looks down there now? Very good. And it looks like you've cleaned back here.
No.
Oh, you haven't cleaned back here?
Yeah.
Wow.
I literally just finished up the exterior.
It's actually,
polishing.
it's pretty damn clean already.
I want to try and clean this.
Oh, let me take that spare out so we can clean that. That thing is, that thing's dirty. Just lift it from right there. Just lift it straight up. Yeah. I want to get all that brake dust off of there. Okay, this actually cleaned up really nice. That's the original bunt spare with the original Pirelli tire on it, and we're just letting it dry. But all the brake dust cleaned out of the back really good. So that'll look nice once it's back in the car. So we'll let that dry for a little while. All right, I just dressed the tire and we cleaned it up nice. Yeah, that looks really good. I like that it's the original. Anytime I can keep an original Pirelli back here I do. And here's the original warning tag that tells you to torque your lug bolts. Set that back down there. All right, there we go. Original Pirelli. Okay, in addition to the logos you saw Scott touching up earlier, we like to remove the rear license plate frame and then respray that so it looks really nice and has a deep black.
Somebody had placed a sticker for some reason.
Yeah, I can see the residue right
over
there.
the top of this factory caution overload sticker. So I'm going to take all the glue off of that, and then I'm going to go over this piece by hand with some chrome polish.
What do you use to get this, like that sticker residue
It's an
off?
all-purpose remover. It's almost...
Is this it here?
Yeah.
So it's there it is, multi-1 solvent. Oh, all right. So that's not as strong as like acetone. Well, maybe.
Well, it can do damage, believe me. It's not something you just want to take the rag and lay it down on top of a car.
All right. So we'll get all that with chrome polish too after this.
Yep.
All right. Scott is going to do one more foam pad polish, but he's done buffing. He likes where the paint's at. So one more polish, and then Scott, what's this wax you were just telling me about?
This is Colonite. It's been around since 1936.
Colonite?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that stuff. What's special about this? Last Step Wax.
Yep. They make other products as well, but I mean, this stuff has been used in the boating industry, the aviation industry, and the automotive industry
Cool.
since 1936.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how that looks. Sounds fancy.
It just so happened that my supplier had it on his truck. I mean, I've heard about the stuff, but I haven't really gotten my hands on it. But I've been using it on most of the stuff that I've done lately.
Well, they must be doing something right if it's been around since 1939.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what we decided to do, there was some weird clear tape right here. So we've peeled that off, and I carefully removed the original sticker so we can clean now all that up because Scott wants to polish it. He's already cleaned it over here on this side. But the original sticker I have right here, the caution do not overload sticker, and I'm going to reattach that once we're done polishing and cleaning up that area. This sticker is like fully attached.
Yeah, that's.
But what we think it was is that this sticker started coming off, and someone put a piece of clear tape over it.
The guy probably dragged something over it, and marked it up.
So we've got all that clear tape residue off now, and I'm going to re-glue that sticker. It's under where it goes is under Scott's hand. There you go. Scott was just cleaning that. That's what came off of there. It didn't look that dirty.
No, that's from the metal.
It's
not a coated metal.
That's
So it does.
all that black came off of that metal.
Yeah, it's aluminum.
Ah. Oh my God, look how much brighter that is now. I would not have noticed that unless you pointed it out. Wow, man.
It just looks much better when
Yeah.
you open up the gate.
Look at that now. What a difference. Dude, I never would have noticed that unless you pointed out that was dirty.
I've done it to a few of them.
All right, we've got the tire dressing on all the tires, and also taped off all the black trim because we're going to clean and go over the black trim pieces. Here you go. Yeah, this trim along here. And then it's polishing the anodized aluminum trim, which is already pretty remarkable condition. So another day or so. This is the end of day 2, and we will be back tomorrow to finish up. So here we are on day 3, and we are officially done with detailing the 84 Orient Red wagon. We'll start up here at the engine compartment. Scott has gone in here and polished and cleaned all the inner wheel wells all along the top right up here. Looks beautiful. all along the core support here. And of course the headlight bezels came out absolutely beautiful. Bumper, all the chrome has been polished. Let's go around here to the interior. Now, keep in mind the wood trim is at Madeira, so I haven't installed the wood trim. That's all missing. Those pieces are not installed in the car right now. But we're just showing you there's the seats, the interior. Beautiful condition. I need to put the piece of carpet back in here too. All of the carpets have been cleaned and shampooed. We wrapped the floor mats on the driver and the passenger side. The dash came out absolutely flawless. All of the trim, wind lace, and the B-pillar piping, excellent. Let me show you the back seat. Now I don't have a light back here, but you guys can get the general idea. All this has been cleaned, shampooed, vacuumed. The back seats are beautiful. Scott's just attaching the crossbars. Those have been
John, making as much noise as I possibly can.
Polished all these up. Let me show you the back here. This came out really nice. Oh, sorry, let me back up. See, the logos are pushed back into the vehicle. Beautiful. The license plate holder, we refinished that. Back here, the carpet is all clean. I'm not going to pull the cover off, but you saw when I was cleaning the wheel well. This sticker, we pulled this sticker off right here. I'm going to reattach that and cleaned all the chrome back here. And now I just need to reattach this sticker. I'm just going to set it there for now. This has all been cleaned and vacuumed back here. Just came out absolutely incredible. This is an extremely nice Survivor wagon. All the wheels and tires have been dressed. Wheel wells have been cleaned. See if I can get up in there. There we go. And the paint came out excellent. We dressed all the gaskets, all the rubber gaskets around the doors. It's kind of hard to show everything we did because I was up here for a full day working with Scott, and Scott was up here for 2 full days by himself working on it. And I think this is as close you can get to a new 1984 car. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to go ahead and take the car over to my bay and cover it with plastic. And then when the wood trim comes back in, I'm going to install it in the vehicle. And then we should be ready for the test drive and the walk around video. So we'll see you next time. Take care.